Okay.
Oh no, nigga. You gotta be specific, nigga.
Nah, nigga, what's up? Like what?
I don't know, nigga. Like, I
Nah,
don't know what that means.
what's up? So when I say what's up, like what's going on in your life? What's new? What's happening? You know, what's the haps?
See, man, that's what we just talking about. Al, you gotta be see. You gotta give me some specifics sometimes so I know, man. So I'm just not sitting here like like, what's this nigga talking about, man? But anyway, it ain't shit up, man. I'm just chilling and co maxing like a villain.
All right. Yeah, so
Nah, but
I'm not doing I'm not doing homeboy girl.
uh yeah. I wanted to say that. Well, I guess we could just talk about it on the air real quick. Um, so we got hit up by somebody from back home, I guess. Not she's not from there, but she lived there. And a very interesting person, but a little bit too animated for my taste, I should say.
It wasn't even the animation. Like for me personally, it was more or less um
Well, I mean,
you're it's like you're asking like you're trying to tell us what to ask you or you're asking us questions that we really don't give a fuck about.
well,
And I'm trying to be mild about it. Like especially like certain things that this person would say, hey, ask me about. I'm like, no, like why would I want to know that? Like if that was the case, this would be a totally different show. My thing is, yeah, you have a story to tell, so tell your story, not like the extras on it.
man, what do you want, man? That's my cat, man. He keep yelling at me, shit. Get up out of here, man. I'm not feeding you right now. But yeah, total turn off because
Yeah.
I don't even want to go into it, man. Just no, I don't want to ask the questions that were, you know, brought up to us. And I don't think not because of, person in general, but just the what is it? I don't know, man.
Well, see, it wasn't even
Her,
about the person in general. It was the type of questioning that
yeah.
this person
That's not
wanted
the
us to ask. Like,
Yeah, that's not this type. That's not what this type of podcast. We're not that type of podcast. We
nah.
talk about sports and,
I mean,
and
like
I mean,
we could be, and when I say that,
nah.
meaning no, what I'm saying is
Oh
that
yeah, well, yeah, we could be
we could
right.
be that type of podcast, but it's like you can't try to conform our show to what you want. Like, if we want a question answered, we'll ask that question. And it was just too much, especially off what 4 or 5 conversations. It was just too much given out too soon. It's like maybe you could have sprung that on us during the actual interview in the show. You could say something like that,
Yeah,
but but nah, off bat, I'm not for
right.
it. So
So anyway, um,
let's get the show started. You ready?
right.
All right,
Go ahead.
rev it up. And welcome back to Talking About the Hours. We your hosts, TJ Bay and Alan Poe, back once again with the latest and the greatest. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? It's 2023. We've been gone for a couple of weeks, getting shit together. You know what? Fuck it, man. Niggas burnt out. Nigga was tired. So, we had a couple of miscues on some recordings. After that, when like things don't go the way it should, especially after the one episode that we had recorded, which was great, great conversation, great topics, and it's kind of defeating. So it's like, fuck, all right, let me
Yeah.
just reset, you know.
You was Glass Joe on that one, huh?
No, more like sort of Popinski,
Mm-hmm.
you know, had a nice right hook.
Okay. But yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff that's been happening. Of course, like with the cases of Young Thug coming up and all that. We talked about in our last episode that got deleted, and it didn't get deleted because we deleted it. It's just, figuring out this Zoom shit. So I basically said Gunna was a snitch,
Mm-hmm.
and there is no other way around it. If you make a statement in court, that leads to again, I mean that it is goes against your co-defendant, man. It is telling, snitching, ratting, whatever you want to call it. So um, I just wanted to get that out there and clear the air on that right away. Anyways.
Yeah. So to sum it up in a nutshell, like Titan said, snitching is bad. But hold up, man. Let me kind of break this down a little bit.
All
So
right.
everyone kind of is on Gunna's case, right?
Yeah, and they rightfully should be.
Right. But this case has nothing to do with anyone else but those involved.
Right.
So one thing I know about human beings, it's all about self-preservation, correct?
Uh, Not necessarily to an extent.
Okay. What year did the code of arms die? Meaning like um you take it to the grave or yeah, we all as a crew, we all go down or no one goes down. So what year did that stop?
It never it never really died. It's always been around. There's always been snitches and shit. Like when people tell them this shit, it's just
Mm-hmm.
like people rapping about it and then trying to stand on 10 toes down is what died.
So what are we really mad about? Because I mean, like,
Uh, I mean,
it's
nigga, all
kind.
right, just all right, look, put yourself in Young Thug's place.
Mhm.
And this is what I'm mad about. Okay. So if I'm in there and I know you get a TV and all that stuff, you're watching the news and I'm sure it's all over Atlanta there, saying that as Sergio Kitchen gets out, you see him getting out, running to his car and all that stuff. And then the video pops out of, oh, it's YSL gang. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Uh, were the guns and drugs in the car not yours? Yes, ma'am. Like, I mean, you seeing that and you know what I'm saying, you're like, what the hell, man? I mean, not what the hell, how you know what I want to say? I want to like, what the fuck,
Right.
So it's like, like this motherfucker, like, man, in his head, he probably thinking, I'm gonna kill this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this shit. And then on top of that, this nigga posting shit is still YSL forever. Free Young Thug like that. Like, come on, cuz like,
I mean, it's still YSL forever. Like niggas
now
got my
that's a
back, right?
blatant. Nah, man, that's a blatant slap in your face, man. Like, I don't know if Gunna was doing it to be funny or shit like that, but mission accomplished because that was funny as hell. Because I was like, nigga, you must be out your fucking mind, man.
Well, I mean, but it's kind of hard to blame Gunna, especially when you have a co-founder doing the exact same thing, but no one's really calling him out about it.
Nigga, I'm gonna be 100% honest, man. I'm just be 100% honest. If all of them would have just been quiet and just stayed quiet and didn't say nothing, and then just did they time and stuff like that, they probably would have been like and stayed in the trial right now. They wouldn't have had all the evidence that they needed right now because like once that phone got threw out, once Young
Right.
Thug's phone got threw out, if all of them would have just stood 10 toes down and not said a word, bruh, you know what? It would have been like they'd have had to throw the case out because there's not enough evidence.
But the funny part is that they got thrown out after niggas started making plea deals.
Right. Yeah,
Because
so
why? Because they don't need the phone anymore.
they don't need the phone anymore. Yeah, they got all them niggas sitting there talking about, oh, we gonna tell this, we gonna tell that. You know what I'm saying? It's, uh, I don't know. I can't just say this in any. You know what? None of you rapping niggas in there, like, I don't believe nothing y'all say when it comes to that street shit or whatever the hell y'all want to talk about now, man.
I
Y'all ain't got
mean,
no Dracos and y'all, I mean, y'all may have them, man, but y'all some soft ass niggas trying to do some weird shit, man. So,
all
uh,
right. Me personally, we'll go this topic. I know it's an old topic, but me personally,
yeah.
it's like, okay, if you're a boss, if you're really about that boss life, then your first priority would be those who aren't involved in it get left alone. So we were talking about how a gentleman was making the YSL t-shirts and the clothing for him, right? And he got wrapped
Mm,
up in the whole Rico case. So how come Young Thug or whatever didn't say, hey, he's not a part of that, leave him out of it. He's only making clothing for us. If you're a
yeah.
boss.
You don't have to say that.
So let's say if this guy got wrapped up and got convicted for making clothing, that's not on Young Thug.
Uh, mm,
He has nothing to do with the underworld dealings. He's making clothing
right.
for you, but yet he gets wrapped up in this case, and now he's doing time for what promotion for making clothing for him. So you all right? So you as a boss, right? Let's say you're the boss of your own gang. I know you're not, but let's say if I'm making clothing for you, right? And you know I'm not about that life. I'm just making all the dope apparel. Doing signs, doing this and that and the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get wrapped up in this case although I have nothing to do with any of your dealings, which I know nothing about, I'm making clothing, you would allow me to still go down for Rico case.
Uh, no, you're gonna get out anyways.
Okay.
That dude was gonna get out anyways.
But why not just say something like, hey, he's not a part of this?
Well, I mean, that's Young Thug. I mean, yeah, he could have said that, but that's him. I don't know. We don't. I, man, that nigga could have made shirts, but who knows, man? You can't say
Right, right, right,
we
right.
can't just sit here and say that nigga was only making shirts.
But we're only going off the information that was given. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So
All
if
right.
he's
So
if he's only making apparel, making shirts, then why is he even sitting here? Or how come no one's stepping up and like, oh no, he's only making this for us. He's only doing marketing for us. He's not a part of.
well, I'm sure they told him was like, "Hey, bro, like you know what? You don't. There's you have nothing to do with it. You're not involved in the case. Like I know, I understand you're jammed up right now, but you know what I'm saying. If you just be quiet or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you'll get out." And I'm sure. I think his plea is he can take the fifth on stuff too, though. So I think he's scot free, clear.
But if he didn't do anything, what's there to be quiet about?
That what do you mean? What's there to be quiet about?
So if he's just making clothing, if he doesn't know anything about the inner workings, what's there to be quiet about?
If he didn't know anything, then he should have said that because I don't know shit. I don't know shit. Eventually, that's gonna ring out in the court, and they're gonna be like, "Okay, this motherfucker don't know shit. Cut him loose."
But why
I
even? All
think,
right, yeah.
I think he would have beat. I think that dude would have actually beat his charge. I think Gunna also would have beat the charge. Okay, because a lot of the times, and I mean, like a lot of the times, these courts, they're convicting people off of hearsay
Mhm.
stuff. Gunna, dude, you know what I'm saying? That was based off of hearsay. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just, let me tell you what they did to Gunna and that dude right there. They knew that they weren't involved in it. They knew that. But they also knew this is okay, you guys know a little bit more then you know what I'm saying, then even we do.
Hmm.
Like, Gunna was riding in the car with Young Thug with the guns and the drugs and shit like that. Okay, so he's a little more, they know a little bit more. They may have not did anything, but they just still know stuff. And they got jammed up because they are around Young Thug. And it's just a ploy that the prosecutors use to get, not to only get convictions, but to get the head honchos of, so they do this stuff to, you know, it's like a squeeze, like they use your people against you,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It's a ploy. So
And,
the only reason
and
the
especially
only
the black community.
right, it's a ploy. And the only reason they did that to them is because, like we said, like everybody is saying, is if that dude would have waited one more month, if they all would have waited one more month to right now where this trial was, and they didn't take the plea, the prosecutors would have no evidence, and they would have to either they would try to uh like move the case back more, or they would have to throw it out. And this judge is going, and this judge is doing what he's supposed to do. He's not being biased,
Right.
he's not being for the prosecutor side. He's not being for Young Thug side. He's just being the mediator, what he's supposed to do.
Right.
And if
He's
he
going by the rules of the law. Right.
right. And if there wasn't enough evidence, like if these dudes did not talk, man, if they didn't take those pleas and say what they said in open court, man, this case would have folded. And then every single one that had that RICO charge in this case would have got out. Guaranteed. But anyways,
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like me personally, if I have no involvement, nigga, get me the fuck out of here. Like you
if
can,
you have no, that's the point, is if you
but
have no
right.
involvement, that's what you stand on. You keep saying is like, I don't know.
I'm not gonna sit a month in jail if I have nothing to do with this shit. And
No,
I'm not
nigga,
saying I'm snitching either. What I'm saying is I have nothing to do with this, so let me go.
that's all you stand on. It's like nigga, every time they come to you, yeah, every time they see you. So you want to make this? You have anything? No, nigga. I don't know what the hell's going on. You know what I'm saying? If you stand on that, brother, like that, I'm telling you, that's what I was just saying. That's gonna ring out in court. They're gonna be
Hey,
like, okay, maybe this fool doesn't have anything to do with it. He may know, dude, but I don't think he has anything to do with it. Let's cut him loose.
right. So what I'm saying is, but I'm not gonna spend an extra month or months if I have nothing to do with it. That's what I'm saying. So
Okay?
I want
All
you to
right.
play. I want you to play the detective and ask me questions, and I'm gonna show you how it's gonna go. A month in and action.
Okay. What is your involvement in or with Jeffrey Williams?
I make T-shirts for his company.
Did you see Jeffrey Williams? Or wait, okay. Well, you make t-shirts for the company,
Yes, sir.
but you're close to Jeffrey Williams. Have you seen Jeffrey Williams commit a crime? And if you do tell us, you know what I'm saying, we'll let you out of here.
You know what? To be honest, hell yeah, man. Nigga didn't pay me when he said he was gonna pay me. That's the only crime that I know that he committed against me.
We have receipts to show that he did pay you. And he also said that he did pay you.
Did
So,
you ask him if the payments were on time?
so
Yeah,
yeah,
they ain't on
yeah,
time,
all
nigga.
right,
So
nigga. Nigga, this a podcast, nigga. You being funny, but if they was really trying to jam your ass up, nigga,
nigga, I'm a good I mean, no, for most of my 43 years, I've been a good judge of character on who I kick it with, who I fuck with. So
nigga, this is I'm not telling anybody to do crime at all.
no, but
I'm
crime
not.
happens.
No, I'm just, yeah, it does, but I'm just saying. is if you choose to do crime, you are also choosing to be snitched on with, I mean, like if you choose to do crime with another person, you're also taking the risk. It's 50-50 chance that you're taking. So
Yeah.
the best thing to do is just don't do crime. Like that's the best thing because there's too many people snitching now. Like, I mean, nigga, I'm gonna just use me in that example. Like I didn't even do no crime, and I was just like dude with the t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, you're
excuse
just,
me.
selling
But
logos.
all I was doing, nigga, that's all I said. It was like, nigga, I don't know what y'all got going on with so and so. I don't know who that dude is. I don't know who that dude is. I don't know who that is. So, nigga, just let me go. And that's what I kept saying.
You know
I
what?
kept saying,
I know I said on here before, but I do give you props and kudos that you're a pretty intelligent nigga, man. Because like a lot of people in that situation would be like, oh fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, guess I'm
no,
here. You know what I mean? I guess I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you were able to, you're smart enough to go, study the law, find out what's what, and get yourself out of the situation.
yeah, nigga, see, that's the difference. That's exactly why they jammed Gunna and that dude up is because they knew, you know what I'm saying? They knew they ain't do nothing. They know that. And brother, you think they don't got evidence that Gunna and all them they don't they didn't have evidence on them. They wasn't showing all this evidence about uh lyrics and all that shit. Who is they saying the lyrics and all the evidence was pointing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Them fools because like I don't know, man.
All
Like
right. So I'm thinking now, does anyone know what the P stood for in pushing P?
wait, is this a song? Hold on, because I don't wanna
Well, yeah, I mean, at one point, Gunna had a song called Pushing P, but he was really marketing that like he had a jacket with a big puffed up P on the back. He's pushing P, and a lot of younger kids,
oh, it's like a subliminal.
right? But like, was it pushing pimping or so?
No, it's
Does anyone
pushing
really
this
know?
clothing line. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Oh, his clothing was called P, or
Well, I don't know if it was the P, if it was a puffy jacket with a P on it, then I'm guessing that was his clothing, and that's it.
because that's weird, cause niggas walk around with a fluffed up P on their back.
Like, I just want to say one last thing. Gunna is making himself look like a fool. Like, you did what you did, man. The best thing for you to do now is just be cool. Just go under the radar.
Go away.
Nah, you don't gotta go away. Just go under the radar, man. Stop posting on Instagram. Stop talking about free Young Thug. Stop, you know what I'm saying, saying Gunna's back and all
But
this
see,
shit, nigga. Just
that's
get
what
your ass to
but
nah, nigga.
that's
Get
what
your
gets
ass
me
to
but
what?
that's what gets me kind of upset because no one really knows what Thug is thinking. We're all assuming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're all assumptions, but from what we seen from the $1 million a game, like he said, he had a rat radar. Remember that?
Right, right.
This nigga talking about he had a rat radar and he was Willard. You know what I'm saying? He was the king of the rats. He was like he was conducting business with all rats in his in this thing, and he was directing to do this and that. You know what I'm saying? He's Willard.
True. Well, shout out to Young Thug, shout out to everyone involved. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. Hopefully the case goes over, nigga. If you was killing people, cause I hope your ass get thrown under the jail. But I mean, if it's really your lyrics are really just art, man, then nothing really happened became of the shit that you was talking about, man. Then may God free you, man. But man, let's get into some good shit, man. Cause I
Yeah, yeah,
want to talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
this past week, man. The NFL was crazy, man.
The NFL was nuts. Great games. They changed it from wild card weekend to super wild card weekend. Ooh, you see what they did right there? It's super, right? Because it plays in the Super Bowl. You feel me? Because whenever you put super in front of it, like Superman, right, it makes that man seem
Nah,
more super than he is.
I only think they did that because of the teams that were in it. It's because the Niners, uh, the Bills,
Mhm.
Bengals, and then what's the other hot team on the NFC right now?
Uh,
Who just
Minnesota.
no, the Giants.
Yeah, okay,
The
Giants.
Giants. They're hot right now too. If it was if it wasn't such good teams in the wild card weekend, like you know what I'm saying, say like if this playoffs was any other teams, like say if it was Denver and all them teams in it, you know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't be, but everybody's quarterbacks who, the top quarterbacks who everybody's up and coming quarterbacks who y'all thought was, or everybody thinks is going to be the future. You
Hmm.
got Tom Brady, who, you know what I'm saying, could possibly, win another Super Bowl. You got, that's why they call it Super Wild Weekend. You got, just because of all the quarterbacks in it, just couldn't just be a regular wild card. It had to be super. But it was
Um,
super though. I ain't gonna
no,
lie.
it was super dope. Like, who was the one surprised? The only surprise team that I actually, and I'm mad because thoughts and prayers to everyone out here in the Salinas Valley. You know, we had heavy rains and some of the farmland flooded along with some other areas down here.
Right.
So on Saturday, we were, texting back and forth. And then around 6:30, my power went out. So when I got your text later on saying, oh shit, the Jaguars came back and won. I'm like, wait, what? Because I turned the game off in like second quarter because they were getting their asses handed to them. I mean, like, here you go. Here's your ass, nigga. Just take this on a plate and, you know what I'm saying? Feed your face with it. And to find out that they won, that was super, super surprising to me.
See, and this is the funny thing, cause everybody was so quick to. I mean, Justin Herbert's good. I'm not gonna lie, man. But he has to have his team has to be good with him. Justin can't just elevate, his team by himself.
Right,
Josh Allen, we all seen he can't do it by himself.
right.
Even even Joe Burrow, cause you can't you just can't do it by yourself, man. Like, I mean, and I have to say this because I am being biased. Patrick Mahomes, man, he doesn't always do it by himself, but most of the time he does it by himself, man. You can't you can't put these dudes up there with my man. You know what I'm saying? Cause like they're not there yet, man. They're not there yet.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. I'm gonna stop you right here. So I understand that, Mahomes is a generational talent. He's gonna be in the league, as far as Tom Brady, as far as like years in the league, right?
I don't think so. I think he gonna be 15 and gone.
Okay. Now, although you say that he's doing it by himself,
I also want to talk about
hold on.
Tom Brady,
He's
but go
not
ahead.
yeah, he's not really doing it by himself because he has a great supporting cast. He has one of the top tight ends, right?
The top tight end.
One of the top tight ends.
The top tight end.
One
The
just
top tight
just
end.
let me finish my point.
I feel you finish your point,
Yeah,
but I'm just
he had one of the he had
the top tight
one
end.
of the top tight ends. At one point, he had Tyreek Hill, right?
Hmm.
Now this year, I'll give it to him because he is spraying the ball around a lot more, but he's not really doing it on his own compared to, let's say, other quarterbacks in the league, right?
Who?
Oh, you already know I'm going with this, cuz
Who? Who?
Justin Fields.
Nigga.
Now, riddle me this. If Justin
Yeah,
Field,
why
if
the
Justin
fuck? Yeah,
Fields,
man,
if
come on,
Justin Fields
man.
had 1/3 of the offense that you guys have, would he not be in the same talks?
Nigga, let me be completely honest with you, man.
And I'm speaking about a quarterback who's actually doing it on his own. That's what I'm trying to get
All
to
right, well, let
the
me be
point of.
completely honest with you. If
I
you
know
put Patrick Mahomes on the Bears right now, he'd do the same
garbage,
thing he's doing.
garbage.
Same thing he's doing.
The Bears would have the same record.
No,
Yes.
mm-mm, no,
How much you want to bet?
no, no. We can't bet because you can't tell. But but what I know is what
He
I'm
wouldn't be doing.
saying.
He wouldn't be
He'd be
doing the same
doing,
thing.
yes, he would, because he'd be passing for more. Justin Fields is a deer in headlights. I'm sorry, man. That's why he runs so much, because he thinks he has to do it by himself. Everybody says, "Oh, you don't have receivers." No, he has NFL receivers. They wouldn't be in the league if they weren't good enough.
Yes, and there's a tier of receivers. Nigga, yes, he has NFL receivers, but there's tiers. There's A, B, C, D, E, F, and G.
Okay.
Most of our receivers, Mooney, he was hurt. Um, Komet, I love him. He's dope from Notre Dame. Shout out Notre Dame. He was dope.
Hmm.
But who else?
Man,
All we had
hold
was
on,
all
hold on, hold on,
running game.
man.
All we had
Let,
was a running
let,
game.
let's cut the crap on this shit because y'all, everybody across you are just like everybody across the league, man. Because
Mm.
y'all was sitting there saying Juju was done. So
No.
wait, no, hold on. Let me finish my point.
we
Let
can
me
go
finish my
we can
now.
go back in
Are
episodes, man.
you going? No, let me finish my point now.
We can go back in episodes, but go ahead.
Yeah, because yeah, y'all was saying Juju was done. Y'all was saying Juju was weak.
Mm.
Okay, and then who's our next receiver? Marquez Valdez Scantling. Everybody was calling him weak, saying he was dropping all kinds of passes.
Was he?
McCole Hardman, they were saying, no, he's never going to be Tyreek Hill.
Is he?
No. Okay. So we have mediocre receivers.
Boo. All right, finish.
Wait,
Go ahead, Cass.
boo. Can't talk to nobody else in the NFL, man. Y'all are ridiculous,
Hey,
man.
you have
Everybody was calling our receiving core mediocre at the beginning of the season. Now, you guys have a supporting cast. Man, cut the fucking crap, man. That's like that is the
ah
biggest bullshit ever, guys.
now.
Now it's you guys got receivers.
No, what I said was is that you guys wouldn't be as explosive without Tyreek Hill. And
We're
then
not.
what
We're
was
not.
and then what was the first point that you made? I totally forgot because you kept rambling on about mediocre receivers, but you made a point about something that I said a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah, you said Juju was done.
Yes. So what I said was Juju Smith is a possession receiver.
Man,
I said he's not as explosive as he once was. He's not the number one. That's what I said. He's not the number one receiver. I said that he is a possession receiver.
okay.
Okay. So
And what is that proving right now? Okay.
because you said that we said that Juju was washed. I said he's not a number one receiver, and I stand on that. Even watching the games, I know you've seen all the games, Titan. Is he a number one receiver?
He can be on another
No,
team.
but is he a number one receiver
He can be on another team.
at this moment in time? Is he a like he's the
He
veteran?
is
Hold on.
not
He's
our
the
number
veteran.
one
He is
receiver.
he is the veteran besides Kelsey on that whole team, right?
Okay, so
You would think that he would have
who's
number
the
one. Hold on. You would think that he would have number one spot priority as being number one receiver, right?
no, not over Travis Kelsey. Why the fuck would he come in and be the number one receiver over Travis Kelsey?
Travis Kelsey's a tight end.
Travis Kelsey is a receiving tight end. He's a person that catches passes. Why
When does
would he be number one over him anyway?
okay, hit number two receiver then. I'll give you that. Number two receiver. but he still doesn't get
Okay.
treated as a number two receiver. So
Yes, he.
the only time I see Juju catch passes is like third down. It's like 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6. He catches it. He's a possession receiver.
Yeah, he is a possession receiver.
Right. That's what I was telling you in the beginning.
Okay.
And you're fighting the feeling saying, nah, he's a number one. No, he's not. He's not a number receiver anymore. He never really was a number receiver. Not even
Uh,
at USC.
okay. I don't recall me saying that he was a number one receiver, but anyways, what I'm proving, you're missing the point of what you're trying to was trying to be said. If Patrick Mahomes was inserted into the Chicago Bears system right now, he would be doing the same thing.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
You want to know the difference?
If Justin Fields was inserted into our system right now, he would
Oh,
be
he would
doing
be MVP.
okay.
No,
No, he
he'd be
wouldn't.
MVP. You want
No,
to know why?
he would
You want to
be
know why?
okay. He
One,
would be okay.
one at this moment, and it's hard for me to say this, but yes, KC has a better defense than the Bears at this moment. Secondly, KC has a better O line, a way better O line than the Bears. The only thing the Bears have is a running game and a pretty good tight end who's starting to show his ass and Mooney. But that's it. So if we had an O line and we had a decent defense, we'd be in the playoffs. We lost at least 8 games by one score touchdowns or one score games because our defense let us down.
Whatever, man. We're gonna go back and forth. I totally disagree with you. I believe you're wrong, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, but why you gotta say it like that though?
Because they like when I say wrong, I mean like good Lord wrong.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Uh,
Why you say it like that though? You said
yeah,
wrong. I believe you're wrong.
because
Damn,
good
nigga.
Lord, like I was
Just say you
like
don't
you're.
agree, cuz.
I did. I'm trying to put emphasis on I don't agree. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, good Lord, the buffoonery was like ridiculous, man.
Speaking of buffoonery, so
All right, good.
I kind of posted something on Facebook. We had a couple of questions going. One of the ones that kind of they didn't get a lot of responses, but I said say goodbye to the
To the
old
older.
NFL quarterbacks.
Okay.
This is going to be like
Who's in that
probably
category?
this
Just
year
Aaron
or next.
Rodgers and just
Aaron
Aaron
Rod-
Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Joe Flacco, although he doesn't get a lot of playing time. Um, I would say Garoppolo, but he might have a couple of years
Because
left.
you gotta throw Matt Ryan in there too.
Matt Ryan,
'Cause
yeah, Matt
you got
Ryan,
to.
Foles.
Yes.
So yeah, and when I say goodbye to your old quarterbacks, I mean the old NFL quarterback style. Like they were the last ones of strictly drop back passing. Oh,
Staying in the pocket, you
right.
know. Yeah.
Not really being they're not more so playmakers. They have players to make plays around them.
Right.
Right. So say goodbye to that because now you need a dual action quarterback, which is funny
Mhm.
because all those quarterbacks back in the 80s and 90s got shit on because, oh, they're a runner. They really can't drop back and pass. Okay. But
It's
now the league's changed so much to where, you know what I mean? Like, oh, now you need that in the quarterback.
you can't really say goodbye to him because I think uh once once teams start game planning more for dual threat quarterbacks and stuff like that, they're gonna have to go back. It's a fad that may, it may reciprocate in the future, but right now, yes, I believe it is. The pocket pass, the pure pocket passer is becoming obsolete.
I see it the opposite only because of the NFL now, you know, I've watched game. I mean, we've all watched games from like the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, right? Where it was that NFL pro style, you know, game. The
Right.
difference is now the NFL is more college like because you have these players coming in as rookies starting and kicking ass. Whereas
They're
back whereas
they're
back in
doing
like
that now.
that, well, that's what I'm saying. So you have rookies
Okay.
coming in being starters. Back in the 80s and 90s, you could draft someone number one, but he wouldn't see the field until year 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but yeah, these rookies are getting drafted. They're getting thrown in the fire, but they're shitting the bed in their first couple of years. So Josh Allen, Trevor
Right.
Lawrence, all of them, man, they had fucked up first years. Even Joe Burrow, all of them had fucked up first years. Man, it's a trial by fire.
Which is what I'm saying. Like
Mm,
the NFL seems more college like because teams
mm.
they spent a lot to get you. They don't have any time to waste for you to
Right.
develop. So
Yeah,
your
nigga.
first
So
year 1 and 2, that's your developmental stage, getting used to the game, the speed. Year
right.
three, year three, you better be about it or you're out of here.
True. Well, I don't
And so
know
what I'm saying is
because
that's why you see a lot more big plays in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like, how do you get so wide open? Because you have these younger cornerbacks playing or younger receivers not being able to catch the ball in traffic because they're not used to that. Because in college, everything's spread out and you get, wide open catches. It's a lot different now. So if you're able to speed up the process and to make big plays as a rookie, you're good. But you're also a rookie. So if you fuck up, it's going to be a big play happening against you.
true. Growing pains. That's how a lot of these quarterbacks grow now in the NFL.
But I think that's why the NFL feels more like college to me because you have all these number one picks actually playing. You know what I mean? Not like veterans who, because a veteran, they know how to slow the game down, especially during playoffs, right? They know the
Mm.
ins and outs, the trickery, how to tug, how to get an
Wait,
extra shot in.
I think we had to change that. You mean the like top five draft pick? Because
Yeah, okay. I, the money makers, the faces or the new faces of the league.
right, the top 10 in the draft.
Yeah,
Whoever quarterbacks get drafted in those position, any one of those positions.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I feel so bad. I take that back now. Zach Wilson is trash.
I don't think
Hey,
he's
cuz
nah. I just don't think he's in the right system because he need to be in the set. You know what? I don't think he's. I don't think once. What's dude the little Stanford running back Brees Hall? Was
okay.
that him?
Yeah, I remember him.
Once he went down, Zach Wilson started being like
Oh,
them
that's Hall. Okay, because I was like, who's this dude, man? Oh, I didn't
because
realize that was him. Yeah, he was dope.
because that's what was like him that them having him like because when Zach Wilson was playing these games with Brees Hall, nigga, that everybody was loading up for him in the box, and he was getting the one-on-ones on the outside all day.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the kind of system that he needs. He needs to run first. He needs to be put in a position like Brock Purdy's being put in right now, where he has a great line, a good running back, and you know what I'm saying, and decent receivers, which he does have at the Jets. It's just once dude went down, it just
Yeah.
started falling apart. So we gotta give. I'll give Zach Wilson one more year. I'll give him one more year to see, but I don't know, man. I don't think Mike White's the answer. I don't think he's any better than Zach Wilson to me. The eye test doesn't. It just
But
doesn't. I don't see anything different
I mean, Mike White, even though if he fucks up, like he has conviction in it. You know what I mean? Like if he throws a pick, he meant to throw that ball. He wasn't second guessing. You know what I mean? He was going off his instinct and throwing it. Whereas Zach Wilson's kind of like hesitant, like and
because he
then
don't
throws
want to
it.
get benched. Mike White's out there like, okay, I know I'm a starter. Like, it's a different feeling when you know that you're gonna be playing. Because
Yeah, but well, how come when he was starting, not Mike White, when Zach Wilson was starting, how come he didn't have that same mentality? Like,
Yeah, he did. Well, I'm telling you, after dude went down, Hall it went to park because I'm telling you, like he was having to read these defenses more because they weren't playing, run defense. They were blitzing the fuck out of them. You know what I'm saying? They're playing zones and shit like that. Disguise, and he's still like, it's still what his second year.
yeah,
Yeah, it's his second year, and he was hurt his first year. So I mean, it's still his rookie season. We got, I mean, some people are nodding him off, but I think the kid can come back though, man.
that's crazy. It's crazy that you would say that because it just hit me. So how come there's no news story about Wilson not spending enough time watching film?
There's a story about he doesn't watch film.
No, unlike Kyler Murray, when they were like, "Oh, he plays video games, he doesn't watch film," so they made that a big ass deal because he wasn't playing.
Uh,
He wasn't playing great. So how come Zach Wilson? How come there's no story about that? First of all, I don't care who you are. Like, if you're on a team, if you mess up, if you make mistakes, you have to own that. You can't. When they ask you, "Hey, you guys only put up 3 points the whole game. Do you feel that you let the defense down, let your team down?" He
you say
said no.
yeah,
No. He said no.
but I know you say yeah, but
Right. But he said no. Like I
wait,
mean,
who
hey,
said no?
Zach Wilson, I give him props for being
Um,
honest. He was like, nah, I didn't let him down.
oh, nigga, like you said, you trial by fire, right?
Defense, it's like, yeah, Nick, nah, it wasn't me. Hey, defense didn't play defense. You know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, no more
Um,
questions and walk off.
all right, man. So with the playoffs, being like they are right now, and the team set up like you are, let's just do a quick prediction right now.
For next week's games.
Yeah, we'll go through them.
You got the
Bills
what?
and Bengals.
Bengals.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't see enough from Josh Allen either. Because he
He's
tries
really
to,
he's careless.
yeah, he does, he tries to do too much. He doesn't take care of the ball at all. And it's just,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to go Bengals with that one.
Say Bengals on that one.
Chiefs and Jaguars. You already know who I'm picking the Chiefs. Nigga, you can sit there and contemplate like you like,
Like I'm gonna shock the world. Like,
look, nigga, just if you gonna pick an upset, just try to pick the upset.
all right, Chiefs will win, but it's gonna be close. It's gonna be like a
Oh yeah, this is
it's gonna be like Jaguars have like it's fourth and something and
it's gonna be 10 or less, I think.
yeah
10 or
yeah
less.
yeah. So Chiefs by 7.
Mhm. Let's see. We got Eagles and who played
Giants.
in Giants, right? Eagles
Eagles
and
and
Giants.
Giants. The the Eagles they're gonna win,
I think the Giants are gonna beat them. I think the
but
Eagles
the
are gonna win, but
Giants.
the Giants are gonna beat them. They gonna beat them up though.
I mean, the Giants. Their team, like when there's a team, like when you get off the bus, right? You got the bus, get ready to play a game. You can tell, like looking across the field, oh, that's a team. You know what I mean? Like
Mm,
they all believe in the exact same goal, which I think Coach Dabble or Dable, I think he's brought that team together and they're playing as a team. I don't think
mm,
they're as talented as Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia is going to win,
yeah.
but I wouldn't be shocked if the Giants pull this out.
I'm gonna go Philly, but I'm right there with you on that one. Okay. Niners at Dallas. And I said this on the internet because this game is going to be interesting and super funny. But go ahead.
Brock Purdy, I mean, for being Mr.
You
Irrelevant,
want me to
man.
go first?
Yeah, because yeah, you go ahead and
Yeah.
go first.
I'm going to go Dallas first. I'm going to go Dallas. I think Dallas is going to win this game. I don't think it's going to be close either.
By
I think
14.
I think yeah, I think Dallas is gonna win by more than 10. Excuse me.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I'm gonna say Dallas. I think it's time for Purdy to come back to earth. And
Yeah, his,
I want to say as a rookie quarterback, being the last pick of the draft, I mean, they found a gold nugget, dude. Like to
I
cut
don't know. I seen him at Iowa State. I watched a few of his games, and I didn't think he was the last pick in the draft. Worthy, I thought he was at least like a second, third rounder.
right. I mean, when you watch the game, he like even though he's a rookie, you can tell he has control of the offense. Like you
Right.
could tell he studies that playbook. So he knows every option that he has. Oh, that's closed. Okay, I'm going here. I'm going here.
Hmm.
Right. So he's mastered the offensive playbook. Hey, you know what, man? They're going to Super Bowl. They're not going to win, but they're going to Super Bowl. I'll say it now because
Then that means you're picking the Niners,
yeah,
not
yeah,
Dallas.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just say
It's
this
gonna be
because
tough. Oh, it's gonna be a
I
dumb game
know
though.
I think I think Dallas. I think Dallas. From what I just seen last week, I know Tampa Bay is not good really, but for them not being good and for Dallas to put it on them like that, uh, if I'm the Niners, I'll be worried a little bit.
But that's not even the same championship team though. Like
It doesn't matter, man.
no,
It doesn't.
the way that Bucks championship team was constructed, this team is not that.
It's
You have an
they got
aging Julio Jones. Julio Jones, like
they.
he's a shell of himself now. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, they got the same people from their Super Bowl season, man. Except minus Jason Paul Pierre, but I mean, like, come on, man. It's not the coaching. You got the same coaches, man. Like the schemes are different. Like y'all just ain't performing. Because that's all it was.
Well, you have an older Brady too, so that could be
About
it as
that,
well.
but it. See, you keep sticking. You got on him for that being old, but he can still slang the rock though, man. He just can't
Yeah,
move it.
yeah,
He never could move.
but now he's even slower with the movement. Like
Uh,
he had maneuverability. You know what I'm saying? Being a younger
right.
quarterback, he could move his hips more fluently or fluidly. Now this nigga just stuck in like
Stuck in molasses or something.
uh. So um
But yeah,
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna change that. Dallas is gonna win.
I say Dallas. And I'm sticking to that.
Yeah, yeah, Dallas is gonna win.
So Chiefs, Bengals, Eagles, and Dallas for my next week's predictions. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'll roll with that.
All right, man.
All right.
Well,
What else? What else? Oh, this is gonna be a long episode, so fuck everybody.
oh man, nah, cause I I can't do that because I'm hungry. Cause like I need to, like nigga, you had the day off. He said, nigga, you just finna stay on here. Yeah, like, nah,
By myself, just like yeah. So like I was saying, nah, but you know, all right, we'll pick it up next week, man. But glad to be back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Glad to chop it
we
up.
back, man. We back. We gotta crawl before we walk, man.
Nah, fuck that. But I do want to get on the whole did you watch that 60 minutes episode?
Oh no, but I'm gonna have to do that just to
Yeah,
because I totally forgot about it. I'm gonna have to do that, and then we'll
yeah,
pick that up
yeah,
on the
definitely talk about
next one.
that.
And that's something that yeah, because that's something that's not just a quick happening thing. That's something that's gonna impact the future.
Right.
So that's a good point. And I maybe we'll come in with a more topics on futuristic stuff because like there's some crazy stuff.
Do you see like that tiny house I showed you? That or
Yeah,
not tiny
that
house, that
that
apartment, but it's
was
like to do so much with so little, that shit's crazy.
yeah. But until it goes all Terminator on you, and then the bed tries to smash you, and then the door, the walls try to close you in the toilet won't let you get up off it or something.
Bad guy should be like, get off me, get off me. That's hilarious. The bed's like, nigga, please.
Uh,
Oh, also, I don't know if you read up on this, but YouTube. So they're starting to demonetize uh, episodes or any content that has curse words.
oh, damn.
But guess what?
Nigga, we don't
We
give
give
a
a
fuck.
we don't give a fuck.
I just stole that from out my
No,
bed.
that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
But
Pass it
yeah,
around, pass it on, man. But yeah, so
fuck yeah.
yeah, I definitely want to get on how they're trying to make these restrictions. But although TV is, yeah, all right.
Take us to the bridge, Al.
And thank you guys once again for listening to Talking Spit After Hours. We're your hosts, TJ Bay and Alan Poe. If you like it, you like it. If you love it, you love it. T's hungry. We love y'all. Peace.
Definitely. Y'all stay up, man. Be blessed. Stop being stressed.
Smoke the funky Buddha bless. I just show my age right there.
yeah.